Hey, Adam Dukes here, and I want to share with you my powerful M5 framework. This will work for any industry. I don't care if you're selling Girl Scout cookies, off-brand Walmart, books, ink pens, light bulbs. It really doesn't matter. It works in any industry. B2B services, software, coaches, courses, consulting. It really doesn't matter. You need to follow this M5 framework. And how I got it was Dan Kennedy came up with magnetic marketing 20 plus years ago, and it's 3 M's. However, in 2018, in the digital age, I found 2 key M's that Dan forgot, or that he forgot to mention. So I kind of took Dan's 3, and then I added my 2 and my spin to it. And like I said, now it's I refer to it as my M5 framework. And I'm pretty sure BMW came after I came up with this idea and might have copied off of me. So anyways, let's dive right in here. So how to quickly increase your sales. How to quickly increase your sales, 2 quicklies in there, and consistently with my M5 framework. So how to attract your ideal customers, clients, and or patients with my lucrative M5 framework. The one question you must ask before marketing yourself online. Discover exactly what your market wants with these 5 free websites. So number 1, this is the most important in my honest and humble opinion, is mindset. This is the foundation for everything. If you can have the best strategy and tactics in the world, the best business plan in the world, but if your mind's not right, it doesn't matter. You're going to have a hard time, very hard time achieving success. So this is everything. Success is an inner game. You have to think it, you have to feel it, you have to believe it before you go out and do it. So becoming that person that you want to be, that you see yourself being, that's number 1. And then success, I honestly believe this is 90% mental mindset and 10% strategy and or tactics. And I think I could even say life is like that too. So it's up here. This is what you're going to battle. You're going to battle confidence. You're going to battle self-doubt. You're going to battle the fear of judgment is what I find that holds the far majority of people back, myself included. I'm getting better at putting that fear of judgment to the side, but still struggle with it at times. Doing YouTube videos, what are people going to think? Those are thoughts in my head. Why I sometimes do 17 goddamn takes to do a video, because I'm worried about what other people think. But I'm getting better with just kind of rolling with the mistakes, rolling with the errors, and doing it all in one take. So here's the one question that you must answer. What do you want? Most cannot answer this question, honestly at least, or they can't get crystal clear on it. It's maybe vague. More money is not what you want. Get crystal clear on it. There, I'm talking about it right now. Get crystal clear on it. What I find that helps me is I write it out or write it down. I journal. This is a question that I ask myself, that I journal myself. I'd say 3 or 4 times a year. I just say, what do I want? And then I start just kind of jotting things down. And it's amazing. When I put pen to paper, the first sentence might be hard, but sometimes I flow out 5, 6, 10 sentences in a matter of a couple minutes. It's pretty amazing. And I just look at it and go, wow, that's what I want, So try journaling it. That is what has helped me in the past. And like I said, I still do it. I still, to get crystal clear on it, because what I want today, in 6 months, it might be, hopefully it's not drastically different, but it certainly could be different. So again, it's a question that I like to ask myself over and over again. So number 2 is your market. So this is who you are serving. So again, mindset is number 1, and this is in order. And then you want to find a market. A lot of people do this ass backwards. They go out and find a product, or build a product, I should say, and then they go out and find a market. But you want to find a market. Who is the one person you want to serve? Talk to that one person. And again, there's going to be more. When I tell people one person, they think, well, one person, I need more than one person. There's going to be others like that one person, but when you can get crystal clear and talk to that one person, that is when you create a compelling message. And one of my examples I use is real estate. So I used to work with real estate agents years ago, and one of my very first questions before I even started working with them was, who is your target market? And 93.7% would say buyers and sellers. That's not a target market. So my example was buyers. Okay, let's say you are a first-time home buyer. You're 28 years old. You're a married couple. You've never bought a home before. You've always rented apartments or whatnot. You've never bought a home. You have different dreams. You have different questions. You have different worries. You have different frustrations. You have you have a lot of different things than say, let's say a couple that's 55 and their two kids just graduated high school and they went off to college and they're empty nesters and now they're looking to downsize. They're both buyers. They're drastically different buyers. So the 28-year-old couple, they don't know if they can afford a home. What happens when the refrigerator breaks, or what happens when the air conditioner breaks, or what happens with HOA? All kinds of questions that they have. Now, on the other hand, the empty nesters, they don't have those worries. They probably don't have those worries. They've been through it before. They've owned a home before. Their questions, their worries, their frustrations, what keeps them up at night is going to be drastically different about downgrading. What if one of the kids wants to come back from college or gets kicked out of college when we downsize to a 2-bedroom home and the 1-bedroom's a den or something along those lines? Those are probably the questions that what keep them up at night. So yes, they're both buyers. However, they're drastically different buyers. So again, you want to get down, you want to talk to that one person. And when you can craft a message to that one person, it becomes very, very, very compelling. So a lot of online marketers, I'll ask them who their target market is, and it's either business owners and or entrepreneurs. That's not a target market. Business owners could be anyone. Jeff Bezos is a business owner, and so is the guy that owns the pizza shop down the damn street. Two people with totally different problems. So you want to get very specific. Like I said, when I worked with real estate agents, I worked with male Keller Williams agents. That was pretty niche down. However, as far as I knew, I was the only online marketer that was targeting male Keller Williams agents. I didn't have competition. That was them. And the more I talked to those Keller Williams agents, the more I understood their lingo that they would use in the Keller Williams headquarters. I picked up the lingo. I picked up some of their systems that they called their marketing systems and things like that in their trainings. And then I could reference that to new people that I was talking to, new agents, and they would be like, wow, this guy, how does he know about such and such system or ABC system or XYZ? Or, yeah, we are supposed to make 35 cold calls before 11 every Tuesday and Thursday. How did he know that, Because I talked to 20 Keller Williams agents before that, So that's what's powerful about niching down, again, becoming a specialist. I got a little quote here that I love about specialists. So I said, generalists fight for table scraps while specialists have caviar for breakfast with champagne bubble baths. It's a little twist on the Biggie Smalls lyric. But again, when you become a specialist, you virtually eliminate your competition. You can charge much higher fees, and you can cherry pick who you work with. And you're easily the hunted as opposed to the hunter when you are a specialist. So know your market. This is extremely, extremely important. So here are 5 websites that you can find, and you can find your market's frustrations. Where they're complaining, what problems they're having, what issues they're having. Industry forums. This is probably my favorite one, is to find out what they are complaining with, about what they're dealing with. They are a lot of these people in these industry and or niche forums. They're very, very open, very honest, very honest, I guess is the word, trustworthy, or, honest with what they're going through, what pains they're going through, what they want a solution, So this is a gold mine. Facebook groups, this is another one, especially for online marketers. A lot of people asking questions, a lot of people complaining, or sharing their frustrations with what's going on. So Facebook groups is another one. Quora is another great one. It's a question and answer site where people can ask questions. I absolutely love Quora, and there's a lot of times where I gather a ton of intel into my target market by just the questions and some of the answers that people share as well. Amazon book reviews. This is a gold mine, especially the negative or the low, like 3 stars and under. People like to bitch and complain in the negative reviews. So it's a great opportunity to look for what they are looking for. Maybe they read a book on how to lose weight, and they complained about, well, you didn't talk about specific diet plans, or something along those lines, so I need to talk about specific diet plans. So Amazon book review is another great one. And then Reddit is another one. I'm not a big fan. I just don't see the appeal to Reddit, but I know people are extremely honest on Reddit. So that's another place, where people are having conversations, they're sharing their frustrations. So those 5 areas, the industry forums, obviously there's multiple websites, Facebook groups, Quora, Amazon book reviews, and Reddit, all very, very, very powerful places to find what your market is talking about, what they're complaining about, what they need help with. So here's some questions you want to ask your market. What keeps them up at night? What are they afraid of? What makes them angry? What frustrates them? And what causes them present pain? Can you help them remove a present pain in their life. And I say it before, I've said it before, I'll say it again, but empathy is your secret weapon when it comes to marketing. If you can be empathetic, you can truly put yourself in their shoes, you're going to win. And that, again, that's in any type of business. So number 3 is your message. You have to have a crystal clear message. This is your what. So what one problem do you solve? Get very, very, very crystal clear on that. Looks like I forgot. Whoops. I'm going to keep it here. Go back. Looks like I forgot something. So what one, we'll just pick it up right here. What one problem do you solve? And you really want to get crystal clear on this. Again, people want, you want to know their problems and pains and dreams and desires, but people are typically trying to get rid of a problem. They are not buying into pleasure. They are buying their way out of pain. Sorry, I had some notes here and got lost there for a second. So what specific problem, what present problem is your market facing, and is your solution for that? Or look for or position your service as a pain remedy, not a Band-Aid, but solving their present pain as opposed to something pleasurable. Again, this isn't going to work for everything. If someone's going to buy a t-shirt, it's not solving a present pain. I guess if you got really into it, it could be a present pain, but it's more of a pleasure, buying a t-shirt, a pair of shoes, and whatnot. So here's a few questions to answer in your marketing. How is your product and or service going to help your market eliminate the problem they are struggling with? Again, back to the problem. How is your product or service going to move them closer to the dream they desire? Again, some people are chasing dreams. Like I said, the t-shirt, maybe the pair of tennis shoes. What is the outcome? More service-based business is going to be on the pain, solving that pain. What is the outcome your product or service provides? How is that going to make them feel? So the popular one is, a lot of people say, nobody goes to Home Depot to buy the drill. They go to buy the hole. That's the result. That's the outcome, the drill. I'm not going to get the 1/4-inch drill. I want the 1/4-inch hole so I can hang up my posters, my picture frames of pictures of the family on the wall. You could take that a step further, and how does that make them feel? Maybe you're hanging pictures of the family vacation that you took 3 years ago, as a reminder, or just a wall of photos of family items. Maybe you're building a swing set and you're not putting the hole in, but you're having your kids play on the swing set, and the joy that it brings your kids, that joy that brings you, and it's a family event. So you could take it even a step further. And how does the outcome of your product make them feel? Let's say I'm going to a dentist and I'm getting white teeth. You don't sell the teeth whitening, you sell the confidence that's going to give me. Let's say you're losing weight, and I have a 6-pack. That feels good. But sell while you walk on the beach, or in 6 months when you have that 6-pack and you're walking on the beach and the guys are looking at you because they're jealous and their girlfriends are looking at you because they're attracted to you now. Sell that. That's what you want to sell. Sell that feeling that the outcome provides. Status is another big one. Greed is a big one. I forgot the seven emotional triggers. So here's a fun exercise to really get crystal clear and concise, especially concise. I find so many, especially online entrepreneurs, struggle with this, and it's a tough one. I struggled with it for years until someone presented this question in a Facebook group, and it was like a light bulb, and it forces you to get really crystal clear and cut out the garbage. A lot of people will go on for 7 minutes of what they do, and you don't even really know what they do. So this is a great exercise, and here's a little template you can use. So I help your target market help, guide, teach, solve, achieve, create. One of those words, it doesn't have to be something similar to that. Create the result and or problem so that biggest benefit, outcome your service product provides. I know there's a lot of brackets in there, but just kind of fill in the blank. Pause this video, kind of jot it down. It's a fantastic exercise. It's a lot of fun to do, and you can get crystal clear on it and try to create it where a 3rd grader would understand what you're talking about. Take out the techno babble. If you're familiar with Russell Brunson, he talks about that all the time, but really kind of dumb it down. So again, so a 3rd grader would understand. Oh, that makes sense, And then next, with messaging, you want to have a Godfather offer. I would argue that this is the most important part of marketing. Your list or your target market is tied with the offer. They say it's 40%. Your marketing comes down, it's called a 40-40-20 rule. 40% is your market, 40% is your offer, and then 20% is the creative and or copy, the text, the writing of the ad. So having an offer is important. It's the foundation of your business. It's why most business marketing falls flat. They have a horrible offer. A lot of businesses, especially brick and mortar, they say, oh, I tried Facebook advertising and it doesn't work or it bombed. And I would guesstimate 85 to 90% of the time it's because they have a horrible offer. Look at Groupon, get inspired by Groupon. Why Groupon worked? There's a lot of factors, but Groupon presented amazing, irresistible Godfather offers for the consumers. So that's why Groupon worked, they were unbelievable offers. So think about that. Use Groupon as an example to come up with some inspiration. And then again, sell the outcome your product and or service provides, the feelings that it provides after they use your product or service. So number 4 is machine automation, I guess, but I was trying to stick with my 5 M's here because I love alliteration. So I call it the machine, but this is automation, and keep it simple. If you're in an online marketing space, you've probably heard about sales funnels, marketing funnels, automated funnels, and majority of people talk about these 17-step funnels that they took 6 months to build and they haven't ran any traffic. They have no idea if it's going to work. I don't want any of that. And I don't want you to go through any of that yet. So here's your 24-hour funnel blueprint. You can have this funnel up and running, generating you leads by the time you put your head on your pillow tonight. I guarantee it. You set up a landing page, you capture the leads, and you email frequently. So you need a landing page builder and an email software. That is it. That's all you need. And then you email them frequently. I try to email daily. That's what I prefer. But again, it's up to you. I'd say 2 to 3 times a week if possible. But that's it. Set up a landing page, capture leads, email frequently. You can add components, add pieces to the funnel as you go. But for right now, at least get this up there and get it working and start sharing that link in relevant places where it's allowed, of course, or using paid traffic for that. Using paid traffic to send people to that link. So here's the last one. Number 5 is media. This is where you're going to share your message. I want you to pick one platform for now, especially if you're first getting started, wherever your target market hangs out. Now, if your target market is 18 to 24-year-olds, Facebook might not be ideal. You might want to look at Snapchat or Instagram. That's where the young kids, or YouTube hang out, So pick where your market hangs out, You're probably not going to want to run advertising if your market's 25 to 30-year-old males. It's just not where they hang out. So pick one platform for the online space. If you're in B2B, LinkedIn's probably a good one. Quora could be a good one. Putting content out on a website like medium.com, that would be a good one for B2B. But again, pick one platform, go all in on it. One thing I do disagree with Gary Vaynerchuk is try to dominate and be everywhere. I just feel you spread yourself way too thin. Unless you have a team like Gary does, who writes the content, films the content, transcribes it and all that, then you can do it that way. But for right now, pick one platform, go all in on YouTube, go all in on Facebook, go all in on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it is. Again, wherever your market hangs out. Now, the second point here, obviously, is that's really the key to success. I think it is. It's consistency. So consistently bringing value to the marketplace on that specific channel, whether that's showing up daily, which you probably should be showing up daily. YouTube, maybe not. I'd argue even YouTube would be important to show up daily with a video, at least to getting started. Give it 90 days of daily action, and you're going to be gaining some serious traction if you follow the M5 framework that I just laid out here. So that's it for now. So next steps, if you have any questions, post them down in the comments below. I'm happy to answer them. Again, this is I have 8 years in this space, and I'm trying to do a daily YouTube video where I just kind of unload anything in my head, put it in video format to help as many people as I can. So if you have any comments, post them below. And then also there's a link down below, or hit the subscribe button. It might be somewhere on this video as well. So thank you for watching. I do appreciate it.